strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Okay. What? Truth flashback. Oh, this is so confusing. So confusing. Oh my god. What? Okay, what is it again? Flashback is left mouse.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely... That's a natural reaction for...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker. There was no time for pointless What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was... So, of course, I was... There was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we
What?
found
No.
the body.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the
I don't
body.
know what the
But he was
Monokuma
acting-
File
If
2
you're
is.
presented with the opportunity to check, that's a natural...
The victim was... So, of course, I was... There was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me
Oh,
with
this is
you?
so confusing.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Wait, no, that's not what I... That's not what I did. That's not...
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I mean, that's not what I
If you're
did.
presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was... So, of course, I was... There was no time... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
There's 4 different possibilities
So,
I can
you said
do.
Byakuya was acting kind
No!
of weird before we found the body.
No, stop. I'm trying to concentrate.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before, but he was acting...
I'm
If you're
trying to
presented with the
concentrate
opportunity,
and
that's a
memorize
natural-
the
The victim
statement.
was... So, of course, I was... There was no time... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out, that's a natural reaction.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Why isn't it doing it again? It's not...
Shoot!
No. No, I'm trying to...
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we... But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
What?
So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
I'm so confused.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I'm pressing the left
But he was
button.
acting weird.
If you're
I don't-
presented with the
I
opportunity,
don't know what
that's
you
a
want.
natural...
The victim
don't know
was...
what
So,
you
of
want
course,
from
I
me.
was... There was no time for... What's so...
I don't... I'm doing the thing.
You wish you'd taken me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was... So, of
I'm
course,
going
there was no
insane.
time.
I
What's
can't.
so
I
strange?
can't select it. I can't select it.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
There we go.
So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
There was no time for what's so strange.
I did the thing again.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural.
The victim, what? So of course I would. There was no time. What's so strange?
Okay, I think I have it.
So, you said Byakuya was acting
No,
kind of weird
no,
before
you
we found the body.
didn't, no, but no, you didn't, you. Okay, this is completely illogical once again.
I refuse to give up yet.
It's not working. The button. No. The button isn't working. It's...
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
There we go.
But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural.
The victim was
Bang.
Chihiro.
Oh, I did
No,
it.
it's wrong.
Jesus. It doesn't select sometimes.
I'll tell you what's
doesn't-
so strange about that.
It doesn't select sometimes.
Because up until we actually discovered the body,
Yes,
we
I
couldn't
knew
have
that.
known who the victim was.
I knew that.
So your
And
claim
that's not
that
me
you went
just
to the
making
girls'
excuses.
locker
I
room
knew
first
that.
because
It
Chihiro was
didn't-
the victim doesn't
didn't
hold up.
work.
I see.
It
That's
didn't.
interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
Yeah, because I died.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that.
It's not you.
What's the matter? You're not.
Yeah.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case, and the proof you're looking for is...
Oh?
You're not the culprit. No, it's this thing again. Library desk.
The difference between the cases?
Okay.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Bang! No, it's not.
No,
You're
it's wrong.
freaking wrong. Frick you. Break.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
I mean, yeah.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Yep.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Yep.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And
Yep.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
yeah.
Is that about right?
Doing it again. Totally
What's
calm.
wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
We kept calling this a game, right?
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to
Do we really need...
I know, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a What about all that bothers you?
Mm-hmm. Something's not right. There's definitely something off.
I got
scene
it!
of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? She was found dead in the girls' locker room. How could the scene of the crime have been
They
anywhere
switched.
else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific.
I believe I do.
Mm-hmm. You're just off guard.
Hey, don't just move on without permission.
Come
Shut up.
on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took...
Evidence. Yep. Eh. Present item.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes.
The poster
That's
in
my
the girls'
proof.
locker room was a picture of a big boob. Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like
I'm sorry.
that?
This is funny hearing him saying that.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile,
I mean, that's not
the
the
boys'
point of
locker
the
room
argument.
had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker room. You know what I'm talking.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't
Yep.
you? Protein coffee?
Hey, shut up. You've never had protein
Well,
in
I
your
was in
entire
the
life.
girls' locker room earlier, but I noticed that after the murder,
It's been scrubbed away. It was moved. There we go. Bang.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
that's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets
Ah,
were
hit the microphone.
switched too? But why would anyone do that?
Hit
To
cover
move
up
the
the scene
murder
of a crime.
from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
It is plausible.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By
Yep.
doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
That's
I can
what happened.
certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Yeah, this is quite confusing.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the
Yes,
first
this is
place?
very confusing.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to spell Chihiro's handbook. She had no way to get into the...
Bro, she did have a way.
I hide.
Shut up!
She
I'm telling
did.
you.
Yes. Oh, it's bang bang again. Okay. Make your argument.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker rooms?
Ah, I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure there would have been no problem.
No, I don't think that she used the thing that was... Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room.
No problem.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Broken.
She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't... She used the thing... Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
I did hit.
No,
Okay, that was kind of a guess. Okay. That's the only thing that could have contradicted
No,
there.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Thanks, Monokuma.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook... Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it? Still don't
Hold
know
on,
what else
I
I can
agree
do.
with you though. I think you're on the right track.
You think?
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in?
Yeah.
There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Yep.
Well, all right.
You got
then.
him on your side.
I declare an official class trial recess.
Oh, he's excited.
For real?
I love Monokuma.
Now then, what is it you want to show us?
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
Let's go.
So, shall we go?
You are the best. That trial was put on hold. As she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
Again.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
I don't know what she's supposed to
Be
say.
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Sounds weird. Hey, no, you're banned.
No way.
Why are you saying no way? Okay.
Probably best.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds.
Okay.
You know?
I'm glad all the guys have the same reaction.
But you're a girl.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I agreed.
So just...
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that...
Shut up.
That's not it
You're
at
banned
all.
from talking.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chihiro.
Be sure to check her entire body.
Her entire body? What? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Oh.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he.
I don't remember that too well.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I love your eyes right here. You're so angry.
And it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a
What a dude.
cross-dresser? Oh, I was really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
But he was a dude.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Why did you find out? How did you find out?
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom.
Yep.
I do apologize. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Very shocking.
Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
This is getting intense. I need to eat. I'm hungry. Very hungry. It's very late right now. Gotta eat food.
And because
Cross
the
my
victim
mind.
was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming
I
his
really don't
handbook
remember
did,
that.
in fact,
I remember
list
nothing
his
but
gender as
Chihiro.
male, then yeah.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Oh, that's why he didn't want to work out with them, because...
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his
that's
female
a big
body.
word.
This is the most titillating situation!
That's another big word.
So now
Stop saying
everything
big
has
words, you're
been
confusing
connected.
me.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
I mean, yeah.
Very interesting.
You're too slow. It's in his own
What about
world.
you, Makoto? After
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just
Possibly.
seems to be too easy. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it.
And you
Okay,
think
everybody's
that might
talking
be
way
because
too
it
slow. I'm
doesn't
sorry, I have to
anything
rush
do with
through
it?
these, because I have to go to sleep.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too. How can I put
Another word.
it? Overt. He
Too many big
consciously
words.
chose to use the extension cord. At least, that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? It's fine.
I need to skip this.
He's right. I just happened.
Are you?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Why are you crying?
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now.
Okay, you're freaking weird.
Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going?
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's because of
Yeah,
the
we
that's
need
true.
to explore everything.
Of course
I need to.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I need to go
alive.
fast.
Excellent.
But who's the real killer? Okay, next game. Killer is a guy. Not Genocide Jack. We already proved that again. Okay, time for some more pistols. Celeste's account. What's Celeste's account?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one. Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they.
What a sense.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some. Yeah. All we need right now is any kind.
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer, and only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna game over, man.
Yay! No! Not game over!
I forgot Celeste's
Isn't there
account.
a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clue. Did nobody get a look?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they
They
would
would've
have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer, and only the.
Bang! No!
No, that's wrong.
Celeste. Celeste saw the killer.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea.
Whatever. Just
It was
Yeah,
last
just tell
night,
us.
right before night. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume,
Yeah, love to exercise.
double bag.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
and that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What was odd? We're going. I'm in kind of a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
I mean, yeah.
So,
I don't know why I
Mr.
did that.
But Hina and I...
Probably because he was afraid you.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted who enough so that
Someone
The
trusting.
point is, who
But knowing what...
No. You already... You know who the killer is.
Who is it?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Yep.
Focus on the details of these items.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
You really think we can figure out who did it?
Mm-hmm.
What? You want to try?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As
Yeah.
was noted, the
Maybe. But we can make certain...
Easy for you, but fine. Celeste, the bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same.
Well, if I remember right, do you
Decent
think there might be
variety.
some...
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay. Somehow it's hard to believe. Okay, more pistols.
First of all, we know Richie he was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to...
Why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even... Because exercising...
I have a white tracksuit, Bert. I got it from the warehouse.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to...
No way. Not a chance.
First of all, he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it. He picked that. It matched the one the culprit.
So, the killer was wearing the same...
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have it, because exercising...
I have a white tracksuit. I got it from the
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
I don't know what color it is.
First of all, he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it. It matched the one.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit?
Blue.
No, that's wrong.
Boom, I knew it.
Hold on
Let's
a
go.
second, Mondo. What did you just say?
I don't know.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a tracksuit into a duffel bag. I assumed he
She never
shuffled
said
off.
anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Good question.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then... Mondo,
Okay, sorry for
how
not
did
talking
you
much.
know what color
I have
Chihiro's
to eat.
tracksuit was?
Because again, this is very inconvenient timing for
Because
me.
I just... I'm sure he saw
I
the
have to
clothes
eat.
at some point in the investigation.
Yep.
No, that can't be it. The
Yes.
bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
And the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only...
Yep.
Cherry? So, how about...
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. Like
when
she was trying to hide
Celeste
it.
noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
You right?
It would appear...
Perhaps focus on...
Dug your own grave.
That's why you said...
That's right, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Was it the way he was acting?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Wow.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Agreed.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really?
I
didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Because you haven't you been a criminal? Actually, I'm not sure if you're a criminal.
He would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Yeah, it would break the
true.
bro code to
My
do
reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present...
My time has nearly
I
come.
really like his voices.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah,
no.
that reminds me. Hifumi.
Really?
Kind of
Actually,
evidence.
you know,
Jeez, this your
Hey, come on, say it. What do you have there?
happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Okay. It's